Hey y'all, I have a confession to make.
I've been holding out on y'all. Hey everybody, welcome back to Mac the Maverick, where we talk all things well-rounded womanhood, like hair care and women supporting women. So, if you caught my last video dealing with Target's DEI debacle, you caught that I actually purchased two of the Doux brand spanking newest products. So, as you saw in the intro, I probably own somewhere north of 25 of the Doux products that I've accumulated over the years. And I realized that I haven't done a dedicated feature on any of them for reasons that I explained in a previous video that I might talk about a little bit later. But in light of the situation going on with the Doux, I felt it imperative and pertinent to lift my personal embargo and review these latest products for you all. So if you've never heard of the Doux is actually a black woman and veteran owned hair care brand. It's owned by Maya and Brian Smith, who are the CEO and COO of the company, respectively. And it was born out of Maya's desire to create a hair care line that was suitable for anybody and suitable for any type of hair to achieve their healthy hair goals. So back in 2008, Brian was stationed in Germany while he was serving in the US Air Force, and Maya, being a veteran hairdresser, opened a salon, her first salon, the Honeycomb, in Germany, serving mainly military spouses. And she found herself kind of going back and forth between products that were made for relaxed hair and products that were made for natural hair, and also sometimes kind of blending them together to kind of create the best solution for her client's hair. And along the way, she realized that her clients weren't wanting the products that she was selling. I imagine that it was like back in the day when you went in the shop and you could buy like a Firm and Mazzani directly from the salon. But anyway, her clients weren't wanting what she was selling. They were wanting the products that she was using on their hair, the ones she was making, the ones that would allow them to get salon level results at home. So she set out on this labor of love to develop this product line that eventually became the Doux. In 2015, they moved back to the United States and she opened her second salon, the Doux Salon in Macon, Georgia. And soon after, the Doux as we know it today grew legs, and around 2017 we started seeing it on shelves at Walmart, Target, Rite Aid, CVS, etc., etc. The list goes on, and local beauty supply stores. And it's really amazing how much this brand has grown and taken off in the last several years, to where by my count they have developed somewhere north of like 50 products over that time, and I own about half of them. So again, I felt like it's imperative with everything going on for me to do this review. So Maya Smith, amidst talks of boycotts, amidst The disappointment with Target's decision in particular was one of the first brand owners to directly respond and speak out. And here's what she said. As a Black female founder, I deeply appreciate the unwavering support our community has shown for brands like the Doux. Since 2012, our brand has gone from selling exclusively in our salons and online to becoming one of the top 3 Black-owned brands in the textured hair category. Your loyalty has allowed us to grow from a dream into a thriving business that creates products with you in mind. However, the recent rollback of DEI initiatives in major retailers has sparked calls to boycott stores that carry brands like ours. While I understand the frustration, I want to offer some perspective on how we can work together to navigate this moment. These decisions were as much of a surprise to us as they were to you. We didn't see this coming, and we have no control over these changes. What we do control is how we respond, and that response requires us to think strategically about what it takes to ensure that businesses like ours continue to thrive. Want to know how to support your favorite brand? Please don't make assumptions. Ask the brand directly. Every business has different needs based on their foundation and internal structure. The challenges of running a small business that has scaled into major retail are incredibly complex. Saying things like, I'll just shop on your website, or I'll just find your product somewhere else might sound supportive, but it can unintentionally harm businesses that have already invested heavily in retail partnerships. The costs of participating in big box stores are steep, and performance in those spaces can determine the survival of the brand, period. Pulling Black dollars from these retailers doesn't hurt the corporations as much as it hurts the brands you love. It also feeds into the false narrative that we're only here because of DEI initiatives, not because of the countless hours, sacrifices, and creativity we've poured into creating a lasting impact on the textured hair category through the Doux. We've worked tirelessly to build something that represents innovation, excellence, and the trust of the people we have served in our salons for decades. We are here because we have earned it. The best way to support the Doux right now is to clear the shelves. Buy Black-owned products in the stores where you find us. Your purchases send a clear message to retailers. Black-owned brands are essential, valuable, and here to stay. This is chess, not checkers. Boycotting is not a strategy, building is. Together we can take action that ensures the long-term success of Black-owned businesses while creating more opportunities for Black talent, Black creatives, and Black professionals who rely on businesses like the Doux to support their families. Your support, whether it's sharing our story, stocking up on your favorites, or simply asking how you can help, is what really moves the needle. Thank you, Doux Gang, for rocking with us on this journey. With love from mine. So you heard it from the horse's mouth from one of the brands that is being impacted by all these changes. Her ask is y'all clear the shelves. So while I was in Target before the announcement, I ended up picking up 2 of the products that they just dropped. They had started teasing new products towards the end of the year. Bonita Bubble Balm, which I don't think has been released yet. Chief Rocka, which is a new moisturizing mousse. And these guys, Honey Dip, the honey butter gel, and Bananas Extreme Gel. I'm actually going to review both of these. I hadn't 100% figured out how I'm going to review this one, but this is the one I'm going to review for this video. So Honey Dip is an extension of the B-Girl collection, and it's the honey butter gel, a soft hold creamy gel. So this particular honey butter gel is supposed to be medium hold, high shine, defined curls without grease, perfect for thirsty strands, the happy medium between a butter and a gel. So in terms of key ingredients, cationic honey, which is a key ingredient, I believe, in all of the B-Girl collection products, which is for sealing in moisture and fighting frizz. Now, I'm assuming that cationic honey has humectant properties, but I will research that and confirm later on in the video. Also, marshmallow root for definition and bounce, and then jojoba oil protecting against heat damage, which is an interesting proposition for a butter or a gel, but I'm here for it. I can't even be mad at that. And in terms of what's not in it, no sulfates, no parabens, and from what I can tell, looking at these ingredients, I don't see any cones. So if you aren't too hot on cones, I know I'm not, then you should be good. In terms of top fives, water, glycerin, which we know is a humectant, honey, PEG 40 hydrogenated castor oil, polyquaternium 37. I always jack that up. I'm pretty sure that is an emollient agent. And then VPVA copolymer, aloe. And then, of course, jojoba and the marshmallow root extract farther down the list. So in terms of testing honey dip, what I'm gonna do, it's January 31st. My hair's been up since January 2nd. I have paint in it from painting today. It's past due for being washed. I'm going to take my hair down and I'm going to clarify it with the Doux breakdown, and I'm going to follow it up with the B-Girl collection products, the Ladies First shampoo, the Supersonic conditioner, and the Sweetest Thing moisture mask. And then I will come back when it's time to style. So yeah, I'll be back in a minute, and if you haven't subscribed to this channel, I invite you to subscribe. If you like the video, and I will see you all in a little bit. So I'm back with freshly washed hair with absolutely no product in it. It's soaking wet to damp, and I am going to use honey dip to style my hair. Now, on this channel, when I try a new hair product, I generally will do a twist out of some sort, which is what I'm gonna do today. That's kind of the control in my experiments, if you will. So the bottle says apply to freshly washed, damp or wet hair, distribute evenly from roots to ends, and style as desired. So that's what I'm gonna do. Y'all, it's a true first impression. I've not used this product. I can't even tell y'all what it smells like. So here we go. First section, I like to start at the back. Texture check for you guys who need to see if my texture looks like yours. Hopefully you can see that. But it is definitely in the type 4s if we use the hair type system. If you don't use the hair type system, then I guess you would describe my hair as coily or kinky or tightly curled, whatever works for you. So I'm just gonna section this off, and I guess I'll turn this way. All right, so honey dip. Honey dip, this is what it looks like. So all of the B-Girl products, of course, have honey, and most of them have a very strong, prominent honey smell, but I don't smell it as much in this product. That's the consistency of it. Hopefully you can see that. So here we go. Okay. So it's going on pretty smoothly. It's not sticky so far. Wait. That's better. And the comb through, that's just my hair with the product in it if I wanted to do a wash and go. But I'm not gonna do a wash and go because I don't do wash and goes. So, gonna take my sections as I normally would. Take a piece, separate it in two, and twist. Same with this section. Y'all tell me what you all think, because obviously I don't have like a mirror sitting on my desk or anything right now to be able to look for myself. But from what I just sneak peeked, the twist I just made are looking kind of juicy. So let's do another section. And I'm not being super generous with this product because I don't know how it's gonna behave. And yeah, uh-oh. There we go. Okay, so it's kind of got a little bit of, detangling properties. Take another section, and this is also freshly trimmed hair as well. So after coming out of those braids, it's like my hair is like, whoa, let's clump back together. I've missed you so much. All my strands are like trying to hug each other and stuff like that. So yeah, challenge accepted. This is the spot in my head where my hair is kinkiest. So I'm trying to handle it with care in terms of the detangling, but in terms of how the product at hand works, I feel like as my hair is beginning to dry, the product is becoming a little less workable. Like it's not nearly as pliable, so to speak, as it was in the back of my head that was a little bit wetter when we started. But that's just brushed through. Let's see. I'll do a little bit of a smaller section here. My hair is also a little bit shorter in this section, but yeah, I feel like it's working. I can like feel the definition of the curls forming at the ends, but definitely a little easier to work in the back, and definitely a little easier to work with dripping wet hair. Also, you've heard me probably mention this on my channel before. The reason that I don't do wash and goes, you just saw kind of the drastic change in texture like when I got here. And yeah, when I wash and go these days, I don't want to have to fight with the dramatic differences in my hair texture. It's just a personal preference. I'm not crazy about the appearance of it. And y'all, when I bought the press play bundle, I ended up scoring the toolkit that they had, and I'm trying my best to use it here, but at some point you'll see that I have to switch brushes because this just is not doing it for me and my hair that day. Okay, and it is starting to get a little bit sticky. So we got the first section of the back done fairly quickly. I not gonna touch it anymore because it's setting, and I'm gonna do the other side of the back and let y'all know about some ingredients and voice over, and then I'm gonna come back when I get to the front. All right, so I know I kind of talked about the ingredients for this product at the beginning of the video, but I want to show y'all a really cool tool. So there's a few different ways that I research ingredients for these videos, but one is the INCI decoder website. So you can basically grab the ingredients from a website or take a picture of the ingredients that you're trying to research, or plug in the product name. There's a few different ways you can do this, but I just grabbed the ingredients, copy pasted them into the INCI search, and this is what it gave me: an overview of the ingredients, the key ingredients and kind of what they do at a glance. As you can see here, as I mentioned earlier, just out of the gate in our top 5 ingredients, you have honey, glycerin, and aloe that have those soothing and moisturizing properties, followed by some ingredients that help with viscosity and soothing. So pretty neat. And even more detailed, here's even more detail about those ingredients. So if you ever want to know what's in your products and understand the labels, this is a great resource to go to determine that. And for what it's worth, if you try to plug in these 2 products directly into the database by name, they won't pop up yet. But since I've already done the search, I did ask for them to be added. So hopefully they'll be approved and you can save a step later. You're welcome. Okay, so I am at the top, and I saw in the Doux Instagram reels a couple of reels that demonstrated how to use honey dip, and one of them was combining honey dip with Crazy Sexy Curl, which y'all see I'm almost out of. I actually use Crazy Sexy Curl more for like slick back ponytails and buns and such, and my edges if I decide to do anything for them. But I want to see what this combination will do in my hair. So in the back, of course, I've done like 2-strand, just loose 2-strand twist. But here in the front, I am going to do, I think I want to do some flat twists. So from what I saw, Maya, worked honey dip through the hair first. I'm not using a ton of it. I probably should use a little more. She worked honey dip through, and then she topped it with Crazy Sexy Curl, which I don't have a lot of it left, so I can't use a ton of it, but it's that. That's what it looks like, straight up brush through. And I'm going to just flat twist my hair. And I'm just trying to make sure you guys can see. I wish people knew everything that went into trying to produce any kind of quality video. Sometimes it's hard, y'all, especially when you're doing everything by yourself. But anyway, so here's one. I don't know why I'm trying to make these parts straight, because it's not like I'm gonna wear it's not like I'm gonna wear them like that, but honey dip, so that's what the combo looks like versus just the product by itself. So real quick, I want to address a comment that I made earlier in this video about why I had a personal embargo against reviewing this brand. Clearly, I continue to support the brand with my dollars, but I chose not to review this brand for reasons I actually explained in a previous flash review. But essentially, when I review products on this channel, I consider a lot of things in terms of the product itself, whether or not it'll actually be helpful to you guys, what's in the products, and also how those brands do business, how they treat their customers, how they treat other influencers, so on and so forth. And so back, I don't know how many years ago this was, it was early on, the Doux released a PSA, which is actually still in their story archives on Instagram, addressing mainly how influencers review products, and particularly reviewing those products alongside products from other brands, and evaluating the results based off that. So I wasn't so much upset about what was said, because y'all know here on this channel, I try my best to follow instructions to the letter, to replicate the things that the brands have demonstrated, and where I can keep a brand's products together and use them as a unit, I try to do that so that I can test the result and review it against what the brand and what the formulators intended. I don't have any issue with that. But at the time, I felt like the ask was a little harsh, considering that distribution wasn't what it is now and you couldn't get everything everywhere. That's a complete aside. But the main thing was the how it was presented, the how it was said, I didn't really care for. So obviously I kept buying the products because there were products that I enjoyed and I wanted to see the brand succeed. They got a lot of good things going for them. But behind that particular PSA, I chose not to present that to you all. So here we are, fast forward, and I've decided to spin the block, and here we are. And I just say that to say, just like any relationship, whether it's, you and your best friend or a family member or whatever the case may be, the same way you don't have to cancel people forever and they don't have to cancel you forever or fall out with you because you did something that they didn't like. Sometimes there is a path forward, and it's okay to forgive and spin the block. And in this particular instance, with everything going on in the retail space, there are bigger fish to fry than a PSA that ticked me off 6 years ago. I'm looking at the bigger picture and the matter at hand, and I felt it important. If I can show my support to the tune of however many hundreds of dollars of products that you just saw, now would be the time to show my support to the tune of taking the time to do these videos for you all that might be wondering and interested in purchasing these products for yourself. So just let that hit you wherever you are. There may be some other brands that you're like, I'm not so sure about. But if you see and you observe that they are really trying and that they are making improvements, I've continued to follow the Doux. I've continued to watch their social media, watch how they interact with customers and things like that. And I have seen a lot of refinement over the years. So yeah, if you see that, then it's okay. Nobody's gonna fault you for moving according to who people are or who brands are today, not who they were 6, 7, 8 years ago. People don't always have to get worse. Sometimes they legitimately can get better. I don't know who needs to hear that, but yeah, today's a new day. So that's my rant. And back to this twist out. All right, so I've done my entire head, the back with just honey dip, and then the front with a combination of honey dip and crazy sexy curl. So most of the time I air dry my hair, but sometimes I do opt to sit under a hooded dryer, especially this time of year when it's cold outside. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sit under a hooded dryer and I'm gonna leave my hair up until tomorrow when it's time to go to church, and we will do the unravel together and I can show you my results and let you guys know my thoughts. All right. Good morning, everybody. It's the next day after I have used a honey dip for the first time, and this is what came out of my bonnet. We gonna see if I actually like it. So this is my hair. I have nothing, well, sort of kind of nothing on my hands. I'm not gonna oil my hands or anything for this takedown. We're just gonna gently pull. What I'm feeling, just at first touch, I don't feel a cast on my hair, which is not really surprising considering that this product is supposed to be medium hold. But let's see. Do another one. I do feel like there is a slight bit like it doesn't feel waxy, but I can definitely tell that the product is there. So I'm not 100% sure about that, but we will see. But as you can see already, it's got movement to it, which is good. So it's not stiff or anything like that. I'm gonna do a piece here in the front because this is where we did our honey dip and our crazy sexy curl combo. Hopefully you all can see that. We'll do one on this side. It's stickier up here, if I be completely honest. So that's just honey dip, and this is honey dip and crazy sexy curl. So far of the two, I'm preferring the honey dip by itself. Something about the combination of the butter gel and the mousse, just, I don't necessarily love the feel of it, to be quite honest. Now we'll see what happens in terms of hold. We're having another bowling fellowship after church today, and we'll see just kind of how it holds up to, you know, the sweat and moving around and things like that. But yeah, so far I do like the honey dip by itself better. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna finish taking this down and show you all the finished product, and then I will come back in a couple of days and I will let you all know how long this twist out actually lasted, and we'll go from there. So real quick, I still kind of gotta do some fluffing, try to get this to where I'm satisfied with it, but Whoa, yeah, that way. But looking up at it up close, I do see, I just shook it out of place again, but that's okay. I do see the definition, and I do see the shine from this product. Now again, I am not crazy about, I'm not crazy about the honey dip and crazy sexy curl combination at all, but the honey dip by itself is very soft, and again, it feels really nice. I love that it has movement, that it's not sticky, and that I am getting definition from it. And just for kicks, I can find one. Just for kicks, I am going to just kind of swoop my edges on camera. So I am using Push It from that same collection. Just a little of it. Just a teeny weeny bit. A little bit goes a long way. Like that. And I'm going to lock it in with a little bit of crazy sexy curl. I don't do this all the time because I've never been of the mindset that edges had to be laid. I mean, my hair is curly. I mean, that's just what it's gonna do. But sometimes I do kind of like to do a little something around my temples. Oh. And that's a little more mousse than I really want, but that's okay. And I'm just gonna slide my band on while I finish styling my hair. So yeah, what I'm gonna do is come back, pop in a picture of 2 of my finished styled hair, and then I will come back in a few days and let you all know about the hold and how long this style actually lasts using honey dip. So I'll see y'all later on in the week. Hey y'all, I am back for the results of my wear test for honey dip. So I have my hair in a loose band as I usually do after I've worn a twist out for a few days. Y'all saw that I did my hair on Saturday and I unraveled it on Sunday morning. Today is Thursday, so it's been out in the elements for the past 5 days. I did sleep with a bonnet on every night, but I did not band my hair in sections like I normally do. I just kind of threw my bonnet on and fluffed the next day. So that out of the way, this is what my hair looks like. Hopefully you guys can see that 5 days later, I still do have definition in my natural curls. Now, just typically with my hair, And when I do a twist out, of course, my hair catches the pattern that I've twisted it in. But after several days, my actual curls will start to like clump back together in their natural shape, almost as if I did a wash and go. That's just my hair. This is type 4 hair, if you want to call it that, and that's just kind of what it does. So you can still see some of the definition. If I look closely in the mirror, I can actually still see some of the shine that I had initially when I did my hair, and my hair is still very soft to the touch and moisturized. The downside, I'm doing this because I can still feel the sticky, waxy feeling in the top of my head where I use the honey dip and crazy sexy curl combination. So overall, I really don't care for those two together. Of the two combinations, I like honey dip by itself the best. And it's pretty impressive the amount of moisture that I've gotten from this product for this long without having used a leave-in conditioner. I just went straight in. So I really enjoy the moisturization that I'm getting. Like I said, definitely would want to use this again on soaking wet hair. As you all saw earlier, it was a lot easier for me to work with honey dip on the parts of my hair that were still sopping wet versus the parts of my hair that had already started to dry. And I like the fact that there's no scent. I'm not getting any flakes on my scalp or anything like that. So overall, I give honey dip a really nice. I of course can't tell you how this will work on a wash and go. If you want to see that, definitely visit I Love the Doux. That is the Doux's Instagram page. They have lots of reels. Well, I will say a couple of reels demonstrating how this product works and how to properly wash and go if that's your thing. But in terms of actual styling, I feel like this product has a lot of potential. It is definitely medium hold, so if you want that hard, casty type hold, which I kind of feel like I'm preferring these days, this is gonna be a softer hold than that. But if you like hair that has some hold but isn't crunchy, then this is definitely gonna be a product that you will enjoy. It is definitely the gel butter combination that the company touts. So with that being said, if you'd like to try honey dip for yourself, then of course the Doux.com, you can always shop there. At the time of shooting this video though, honey dip was sold out. They had bought it all up, so you might have to wait for them to restock. But if you want to buy locally, of course there's your local beauty supply stores. If you're shopping other traditional retailers, some people are choosing not to, but if you are still shopping Target, Walmart, I think there's a presence on Amazon, as well as maybe CVS, HEB if you're in Texas. And I also noticed the other day, just in general, that Pop Shelf now has a selection of products from this brand. So you just might have to either wait it out for the restock or check around locally, whatever you choose to do. Oh, and the Doux.com has a store locator where you can punch in your city or your zip code and find which stores near you carry their products. But I will drop some links down in the description bar to help you be able to find honey dip if you would like to try it. So you guys, let me know what your thoughts are on honey dip, if you tried it, if you'd like to, and what kind of products you enjoy. And if you're not subscribed, I invite you to make sure that you are and that your notifications are turned on so that you can see the latest goings on over here on this channel, whether it be commentary or me trying before you buy. In the near future, I'll be reviewing this, another brand spanking new product from the Doux Bananas. And for what it's worth, these two reviews in particular are not sponsored. I've not received anything from the brand to do this, and I've purchased all the products, all 11 of them that you saw, with my own money. So I wouldn't waste my time telling you anything wrong. So that said, you guys, like the video. If you like the video, YouTube should be recommending something else for you to watch. I'd love it if you hang around and watch some more, but if not, come on back. And in the meantime, buy what you love what you buy, and keep on pushing. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.